Good Sunday morning, everyone. It's October 7th, 2012. Now, this morning, we have an update on the video I put out late last night where a drone invades Israeli airspace. Israel, the IDF, shoot it down. Now, a viewer left a comment on last night's video, the original video that I put up when I brought the story out, saying that just the downing of a spy drone would not be enough to trigger a war, and I want to respectfully disagree. The tensions are very high. Obama's debate kind of didn't go anywhere for him, and I believe he needs a war to remain in power, so to speak. Tensions are high in the Middle East as we're looking at end-time Bible prophecy, Turkey, Syria, Damascus, Iran. Now let me ask you, Iran, don't they have drones that could spy over Israel? Now here's the headline, comes from Press TV. Drone, Israel down, probably American. What if it was an American drone? Or is this a false flag? Are they trying to cover up that Iran is the one that sent the spy drone over Israeli airspace? Let's take a listen.
Downs a drone in the northern Negev near the Mediterranean Sea. Now the army says it shot down the unmanned aircraft after it entered Israeli airspace from the Mediterranean Sea. Israeli soldiers have been deployed to the area to locate and identify the drone. There's still no information on where the drone was operated from. I will bring you more on this story as it develops. Well, let's switch over to Beirut to look a little bit more at this story. I'd like to welcome retired Lebanese Major General Mr. Hisham Jaber. Thanks so much for being with us. Now, the drone entered Israel from the Mediterranean Sea, and as you just heard, it was down in the Negev Desert. It's penetrated deep into Israel. First, tell us, how important do you think that this development is overall?
Yeah, we did not really learn something concrete, any concrete information about the identity of this aircraft, except what the Israeli spokesman said, that they shut it down, was flying over Negev desert. First of all, I think the important thing in this incident, that is the first time it happened for a long time, over Israel. And second, Negev Desert is very sensitive area. Everybody knows that Diomona nuclear center is there, and also the Negev is the reserve, nuclear reserve for the Israeli armed forces. Where this aircraft come from, nobody knows yet, but I do suppose that since it come from the sea, it's not coming from Gaza like somebody said, because the Palestinians don't have such sophisticated, aircraft, and maybe from Sinai and Egypt. But I prefer the idea, and I go with the idea that since it came from the sea, it may be coming from any American aircraft carrier, and was shot by accident. And some also possibility that everybody knows that America has Air Force bases and military bases in Saudi Arabia. It may come also, was flying, for example, over the sea, and by accident, it came over Negev and was shot by the Israelis without knowing what is the identity of this aircraft. Anyway, the Israelis said they are looking for the pieces, and when they will find it, they will know the identity of this aircraft, and in order to know where it comes from.
Well, Mr. Jaber, let me just jump in here. Let me just jump in here, because you said that there's a possibility that it could have been mistakenly sent over by the Americans. And if that was the case, wouldn't Israel have known by now? Wouldn't you think that the Americans up until this point would have communicated, instead of Israel saying that they are still searching for the identity and where it came from?
No. That's what I was going to say, that if Israel, after investigation, will remain silent and will close the file, that means it's, like we said, came from friendly side, and they will not, it's not in their interest to talk about it. If Israel, will find something different and will accuse any Arab side, I don't think it's logical, because as we said, from Jordan, I don't think it may come, and especially the relationship with Jordan is good between Israel and Jordan. It's impossible to come from Lebanon, and the only possibility, or from the sea, from aircraft carrier, American, or from Saudi Arabia, also American bases. That's the only possibility so far.
All right, both scenarios sound very interesting. Mr. Hesham Jaber, thanks so much for being.
Now, to recap what this gentleman's saying is that it probably came from one of the American bases, maybe in Saudi Arabia, or an aircraft carrier, that a U.S. drone with all the technology, sophisticated technology the United States has, that it mistakenly, by accident, this drone went off course and flew over Negev, where Israel's nuclear facility is. It's a spy drone. And I want to propose this question again. Doesn't Iran has one of America's downed drones, and they've already replicated that. Don't they have their own drones? Wouldn't it make more sense for Iran to be spying on Israel over their nuclear site in Negev? And could this be enough for Prime Minister Netanyahu to, so to speak, draw the line in the sand and to say enough is enough, it's time to go in and do an airstrike? Very important. We're going to have to see how this unfolds in the next few days. Leave me comments. Could this be an American drone that got off course? I don't think so. I just really don't buy that story one bit. Leave me comments. Bible prophecy in the news.